Now we are coming into a full moon on Wednesday. It's a blue moon because it's the second full moon in August, and it is a super moon. This is going to be the brightest moon of 2023. So there's a lot happening, like energetically. We also have 6 planets in retrograde right now, so things are very slowed down. And with the full moon, it's like encouraging us to surrender, right? We're setting intention, and we're taking, you know, small steps towards our intentions. Like, that's always present, but it's letting go of the urgency and relaxing into that. So I want to do here, taking 3 full breaths. So we inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and then exhale for 8 counts. So we're really focusing on the surrendering, the releasing of the breath. If it's helpful to place a hand on the heart, maybe one hand on your belly, and then inhale, expand, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just relax your hands into your lap. Resume your natural breath and notice how you feel. Okay. So that longer exhale, sometimes even just surrendering in itself is a challenge. Like, oh, I don't have any more air left in me to let go of. But we're just continuing through that path. That's why it's like very slow and incremental. And it can challenge our mind. Like, this is too slow. I can't do this, it's too slow. So we just notice that. And then we're just gonna begin to move our body. We'll start with the neck. Just inhale, look up, and exhale, chin to the chest. Good. Releasing any tension in the neck. Getting a little stretch through the throat, and then a stretch through the back of the head. Good. And last one. And then come back to center. And then take a nice inhale. Exhale, drop your right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, left ear to the shoulder. Good. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, drop to the side. Last one each side. Inhale and release. Inhale and relax. Good. Inhale, come back to center and just take a nice long exhale here. And then we're gonna turn the head so the chin is over the shoulder as much as possible, but we're gonna look over the right shoulder first. So inhale, exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, look over the left. You wanna exhale through the mouth, you can do that. Good, one more each side. And then come back to center and just notice how you feel. Those 6 movements of the neck, the cervical spine, helping releasing tension here. You know, the shoulders I think of as the shoulds. Like, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. And we hold so much tension. Like, where do I go next? What do I do next? Who, you know, expectations do I need to fulfill next? And instead of just relaxing into it, right? So we're really being encouraged to be in a surrender state. So my favorite pose for surrender is child's pose. So we'll go into child's pose now. Taking your time to get there. And you can move any props or place any props. Make it comfortable for you. The knees can be wide. You can have a support, maybe a block underneath your head, your forehead, and just relax. Let your body surrender to gravity. If there's any achy points, do whatever you need to do to release it. Sometimes just a little shift of the arm or the leg or the body if you feel like you're not balanced or even. And then just notice your breath through the back body. We're three-dimensional physical beings. So when we bring our awareness to the different parts of who we are, it just expands our purview. Okay. And just take your longest, deepest, biggest breath yet. Good. And then with a sense of renewal, we walk ourselves up into a table position. So if you want to bring a cushion or a folded blanket underneath your knees, this time your knees are underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, roll your shoulders down and back, draw your navel in and up. And we're going to move through the spine. Inhale, arch the spine, exhale, round the spine. Cat-cow, inhale, exhale. Allowing the movement to be in alignment with the breath. So I saw this meme this morning and it just hit me again. Now that life is not being in control, it's about being in alignment. And I really like that shift of perspective because we're not in control. If we can just let go of control and just align ourselves with the present moment, what is, it just makes everything easier. Good. On your next inhale, come into a neutral spine. Good. Make sure your elbows are soft. And then we'll do a little wag of the tail. So the hips go side to side, kind of like a pendulum. And then you can look over one shoulder and then the other. So you're creating a C shape with your spine. Nice and easy. And then maybe the range of movement extends a little bit more. Good. We'll do one more each side. Good. And then come back to center. You can come onto your forearms, your elbows, roll out your wrists. Good. And then we'll be back into table. I'm facing you now. Move my water so I don't spit it. Good. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Shoulders roll down and back, navel in and up. Root down through your left hand, bring your right arm out to the side so it's parallel to the floor. And then on your next inhale, rotate your rib cage. So that arm is going to come up. So it's not that you're lifting your arm up, it's rotating your rib. And then we're going to exhale, come back down, and then sweep your arm underneath your left arm. So nice release there. Inhale out to the side, rotate, and then exhale, sweep. Good. We'll do one more like that. And if it's a little more incremental, that's fine. Good. Bring the arm out to the side, and then place the hand down. Take a pause, feel the difference between the left and right side. And then we will move on to the other side. Good. So inhale, that left arm out to the side. Good. And just hold here, and then on your next inhale, rotate the rib cage. And then exhale, we're going to sweep the arm underneath. Inhale out, and then rotate rib cage, and then to the center, and then sweep the arm. Good. Making it a little choppier so you can see. Good. And sweep. Good. And then bring it out to the side. And then bring that hand down. Good. Walk your hands out in front a little bit. I'm going to come to the side again so you can see, and we're going to rotate the hips. So we're bringing some relaxation into the hips and into the shoulders. Let your head be really heavy. Getting nice stretches through all the sides of the body. Good. And then when you're ready, change the direction. Good. And then coming back into center. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Good. And then we'll find that child's pose again and just see how it feels. It's a little deeper. Can you relax a little bit more into it? Maybe your arms even come around you. You can even rest your head to one side if you like. And then we'll walk ourselves back up into table. Okay, good. Just firming down into the hands. Good. And we're curl the toes, right? Lift the knees up. Good. Hold it here. So feel the strength of holding your body in this position. And then can you lower your knees a little bit more so they hover a little bit over the mat. Good. And then go ahead and straighten the legs. Press the floor away with your hands. So you're in a downward facing dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Shake out the head. Any movement that would feel good. Offer that here. Good. And then find your stones. Really root your heels towards the mat as much as possible. Press the floor away even more. Good. And then look to the front of your mat. Walk the feet to the front. You're going to stand and fold Uttanasana. Knees are bent as much as you need. Shake the head out. Rock side to side. Good. And then inhale, come up halfway with a flat back. Hands can be on the legs or blocks or fingertips. And then exhale, let your upper body drop. Feel that surrender. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, come up halfway, flat back, nice and strong. You're looking forward. And then exhale, just release your upper body. Like just let it drop. Surrender. Last one. Inhale, come up halfway. And then release. Good. Inhale, come up halfway, and then bend the knees, right? So then our upper body's more upright now. So then when you begin to straighten the legs, you're up into your standing position. Good. We're in our mountain. We're rooting down through the feet, lifting up through the crown of the head. We're in a full moon season, a super moon. So we're kind of taking it all in. So we're both grounded and we're aware, we're awake, and we're kind of like elevating ourselves. This full moon is in Pisces. Pisces is the dreamer, right? So that's our subconscious, that's the moon energy right now. And the sun is in Virgo. Virgo is analytical, that's our analytical mind. So they're opposites, right? And can we find balance in the opposite? Good. Come to the width of your mat if that's available for you. So the feet are nice and wide in a wide angle pose. You can bring your hands to the hips and then circle the hips, similar to what we did in the extended table position, but we're getting a little deeper into it when we're standing. Good. And then as you're ready, go in the other direction. Doing hip openers, just like we did with the neck. With the neck and shoulders, we're releasing stress, you know, the present stress, coming back into stillness. And when we work on the hips, we're releasing past emotions, right? Pisces is all about emotions. It's a water sign, right? Virgo is an earth sign. So we need to be tethered to the earth, be grounded, right? But we also need to let the emotions flow, right? We don't stagnate them. We don't resist them or even suppress them, act as if they're not there. Sometimes we need an ugly cry, right? Like we let the tears flow, but sometimes it's like, you know, because that's when we get to the root, right, of where the emotions are stemming from. And when you get to the root of it, then it's not controlling you anymore, right? We want to move in alignment, right? Just like the fish moving, you know, in the waters, right? We just want to swim as much as possible. Take a nice inhale, the arms out to the side, toes can be pointed out a bit, and then exhale, come into goddess. Inhale, expand. Exhale, come inward. Good. Just a few more times, just moving the body. And the last one. And we'll just hold here. Feel the strength of the goddess. Okay, maybe lift one heel up. Release, lift the other one. And release. Maybe both lift up. Maybe not as high. And release. Good. Inhale, extend out once again. And exhale, relax. Okay. Do a little shimmy of the upper body here, which also moves the hips a bit. Doing that nice release, shaking it off, especially like when we have tension in the body. We'll even tense the body up on purpose, but then if we do that, we have to remember to relax it on purpose. And shaking it out helps the joints and muscles relax. Good, we'll heel toe our feet in, come to the top of the mat. We'll do a little balance here, been doing this a lot. So rooting down through the feet, lengthen through the head, core is engaged, so the navel is drawn in and up, and your breath is moving. Good, root down through your right foot, bend your left knee, finding your balance here first, and then we're gonna lift that foot up off the floor. Can you lift your knee up? Good, and then release it down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Root down to the left foot. Breathing, eyes focused, breath moving. Bend that right knee. And then lift the knee up. Good. And then release it down. All right, we'll bring our hands to our hips. Good, take a nice inhale. And then exhale, lean forward a bit, bend the knees, bend both the knees. Then root down to that right foot. Lift that left knee up and then extend the foot back behind you. Good. And you can straighten that right leg and then exhale, bend forward. Just like that half bend that we did when we're coming up from Uttanasana. See if you can find that here. Knees are as soft as you need them to be. Good. And then bend that right knee deeply. Lift your upper body up. Good. And then if all is well, bring the arms up overhead. Warrior one. Good. Take a nice breath here. And then exhale the hands to the hips once again. Hinge forward once again, just at an angle, like a humble warrior. Bend that left knee to bring the foot forward. And find your mountain. Take a full breath here. Good. Take another inhale. And then exhale, bend both the knees. Root down through your left foot. Bring your right foot up and back. Good. We'll straighten that left leg. Bring the heart forward. Back is flat. Right hips are level. Take another breath here. Good. And then bend that left knee. So right over the heel. And then lift your heart up, lift your whole upper body up. And then if all is well, arms overhead. Good. Take a nice breath here. Exhale the hands to the hips, lean the heart forward, bend that right knee to lift the foot up and place it next to the left. Find your mountain. Take a nice breath here. Good. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale. Place the hands down, walk the feet back into a plank. And then bring the knees down, hinge back into your child's pose once again. Breathe, relax, watch, feel, allow. Good, good, good. As you're ready, very gently, mindfully, rising up to a seated position. And just have your legs stretched out in front of you. Do a little movement in the legs, shake it all out from all of the tension that we created. Maybe wiggle through the toes a bit, rotate the ankles. Okay. And then we'll do a slight forward fold here. So flexing your feet, bring your toes toward you. Take a nice inhale, and then exhale, hinge the heart forward. Maybe the hands walk a little closer towards the feet, maybe not. I'm not going super deep. All I want to do is feel the stretch in the back of the body. Good. And then walk your hands back up. Walk your feet in, bend your knees, give yourself a nice hug, and we'll come onto our back. Now on our back, we're going to bring our arms out to the side as much as possible. Rock the knees side to side, maybe the head side to side movements. Really good for our nervous system. It's that relaxing, kind of like coddling ourselves, mothering ourselves. And then as you're ready, find your stillness. Relaxing into your Shavasana. Slowly bringing your awareness to your breath. Invite a fuller breath in. Release a deeper breath out. Continue to lengthen and expand the breath. Create movements in the body, small ones to begin, through the fingers, through the toes, through the wrists and the ankles. Allow the head to move gently side to side. And then relaxing as you bring the knees up into the chest, rocking so gently. That side to side movement, offering that soothing to the nervous system. All is well. You are safe. When you're ready, you can roll onto one side and take a pause. And very gently and mindfully, as you're ready, rise to your comfortable seat. So we bring the palms together in front of the heart in reverence, appreciation, and gratitude for this super full blue moon in Pisces, for the opportunity to relax and rewind in all of these planets in retrograde, for our relationships and our families, the love that is beyond words or actions. Namaste.